Okay, it says we are live. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am here today with Darnisha, my good friend.
Morning.
For those who do not know me, my name is Noura Al Masri. I am an enrolled agent and the founder of Noura's Books. I am the nonprofit CFO. I'm here almost every day, so I'm trying to get you some information about what you need to do with taxes, whether you're a business, for your personal tax return, or for your nonprofit. So follow me, subscribe if you're new on YouTube, and I just want to say welcome to my friend Dernisha, and I will let her introduce herself.
Thank you so much, Nora, for having me. It's always good to be with you and to work with you in any capacity. So, as she mentioned, my name is Darnisha, and my business is Legacy Solutions. And so, I work with e-commerce sellers. I help them to manage their cash flow. And so, today we just wanted to jump on really quick and just give you some information on tax season and how we can help you in your business. Just make sure that you remain compliant with the IRS. I'm not sure if I answered your question, but but I'm just so glad to be here. So thank you, Nora, for having me.
Oh no, sure. Thank you for coming. And just let you know, guys, like we're here for the next 15 minutes. So make sure like you book your questions if you have any question, we will be happy to answer. Another great and exciting thing happened just earlier this month.
Hmm.
Earlier this month, we actually were both of us were part of a book collaboration, and now we are both international best-selling author. So that is exciting. So make sure you get the book, and we will have the links, like my link and her link, um, in a few minutes. So you can just go to those links and connect with us, get order a copy of the book, and we will sign it. So if you order it from Darnisha, she will
Yeah,
sign it for you. If you order it from me, I'll sign it for you. So you can order from both of us. So have
yeah,
copies of the book and give
definitely.
it as a gift. So yeah, it is a great book. So you really want to have it, and it's not heavy. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
about taxes, but we tell story about that. Do you want to mention some stuff about the books? And then
Yeah,
yeah.
sure. Yeah. Like she said, it's not heavy. It's not like a boring read. How sometimes like I don't know if you've ever written something, but if you write something and then you're trying to read it again and it's kind of like cringy, like reading your own like writing. But it's really I was able to read it, read my stuff and read others. And it's actually good, already knowing the information that I know when it comes to taxes and still being able to read it and to get something from it, was helpful for me, So just as a tax professional, an accountant, someone who's already in the industry, it's really good to kind of read and to see others' perspective. So even if you're in the industry, don't feel like this book isn't for you, because it can be a great resource. You can order it and give it to your clients as a gift. You know, so definitely it's for everyone. So I enjoyed the book. I think it's a great read and it's definitely full of like really good information that people would pay thousands of dollars for.
Yeah, definitely. And the great thing about it, like every one of us gives some insight and some stories we have, like either with ourselves or with our clients. So you're gonna get like a lot of great stuff from the book. So we wanna like get back to tax, the title that we choose for today,
Hmm.
season insight and deadline. We didn't go off because that book is a tax strategy, so it's gonna
Yeah,
benefit.
it's full of tax insights. So you definitely want to grab it for sure. And it's like literally, I'm not just saying it just, as like, a plug just to buy the book because I wanted you to buy the book. It's really good and it's really helpful, So
Mhm.
definitely check it out for sure.
Yeah, and it's written in English, not in tax language. So don't worry, you will understand everything we said.
That's a really good point you made. I like that.
Oh,
Definitely understandable. Yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
Yes. So, Donisha, do you want to like just give your insight on tax season? Like, what do you think people will have to worry about, especially for those, e-commerce, your niche? So,
Mhm.
do you want to give some maybe story insight? Like, what do you think they have to really look for?
Yeah, I guess the first thing that I want to mention, well, two things. One, the official start date was that Tuesday? No, what's today? Wednesday. So Monday, for tax filing season, right? So the 23rd was the first day that officially marked the start where the IRS started accepting returns. But one thing that I want to talk about is just prior to this date, going back into 2022, it's really important for business owners to make sure that their books are in order because I've talked to clients and they're ready to file their taxes. And so when I say, okay, let's talk about your QuickBooks or what's going on with your bookkeeping, they've got months and even years worth of transactions that are not categorized. And so how can you effectively how can I effectively file your taxes if your bookkeeping isn't in order, so it's really important to make sure those things, your bookkeeping is in place.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for that. This is very important. This is the foundation. Bookkeeping is
Mhm.
the foundation of everything. You cannot really file anything correctly. You can file. It's not gonna be correct.
Yeah.
And if you got audited, you're gonna be and you're gonna have some problems and you're
Yeah.
gonna miss a lot of deductions and maybe you can actually overestimate your income. I see that a lot, like overestimating income, whether
Mhm.
you're using any software. Um, or not even using software if you don't really file correctly, you're just checking those deposits in your bank. Those deposits might be from your loan, maybe like you send it to
Mhm.
yourself but you now forgot, like, and you think this is something from your client and you end up like paying extra taxes
Right.
that is
Right.
necessary.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And just like you mentioned, you're missing out on deductions. And so, the tax law was really written, you can't convince me otherwise, for business owners. And so
Mm.
if your books are not in order, if your transactions are not categorized, it's not just something you say because they want to charge you for it. But, it's really important that you have your transactions properly categorized so that way you can take advantage of the deductions that are available to you as a business owner because these deductions are going to help reduce your net profit, which will in turn affect how much tax you may or may not owe.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, definitely. And you want guys want to remember that the deadline is April 18. That is for your personal, and if you have an LLC, that's what goes with your personal. But then
Mhm.
if you have, can
An
you
S
do
corp.
you have like the video running on your end, Danisha? I'm hearing myself back. Is it from my end or no?
No, I don't have it running.
Do I have it somewhere? Like I feel like I'm hearing myself. I'm afraid like people won't. Let's see. I don't see
Mhm.
it. So
No, it's not me.
sorry, StreamYard. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I hope you understand us well. So that's not annoying to you guys. So because we cannot figure it out. Like we don't see anything playing, not on my end, not
You don't
underneath.
have any tabs open?
No, like I was looking like nothing, but I don't know why I'm hearing myself again. Okay, as long as people understand, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
and the deadline for S corp is March 15. Those are two important upcoming deadline. And
Mhm.
we have actually, if you hired someone during 2022, you want to make sure you file W-2 and 1099s um, on by the end of the month, by the 31st. So this is like important deadlines for you. And if
Mhm.
you're a nonprofit, you want to do, and you are in a calendar year, you want to do it by May 15. However, those are deadline. Don't wait until the last minute because
Right.
you're
One
not
thing I
going to do it right.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
One thing I just thought about, and I was going to mention, and this is not like a tax thing, but one thing that's really important for business owners to keep in mind is that I know I'm in Florida, so Florida's deadline for your annual report is May 1st. And so, everyone gets caught up in the tax season thing, but keep in mind that the deadline or any due dates that your state may have for your business to renew its license for the business. So again,
Mhm.
Florida's deadline is May 1st. I talked to a client in Alabama, I believe, and so they called it something completely different. It was a business privilege tax or something like that. So every state has a different name and a due date. So make sure you pay attention to that because the late fees can be quite significant. So just don't get caught up in taxes. Keep these other things in mind as well.
Yeah, yeah, great insight. And a lot of people forget about anything do with state or their county or
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. And also, if you live in, depending on the state, if your state has a return, if you have a file a return for your state, that's definitely important. Again, Florida, if you have a corporation, you have to file a return. So just definitely keep all these things in mind, which is important for you to make sure that you're working with a professional who can help you and who's knowledgeable about these things.
Hmm. And you want to make sure you do it now. Don't wait until the last minute because if you wait until the last minute,
Hmm.
you're not going to be able to get the entire documentation. Often we have to ask our clients to about documents that they don't think about and they don't think
Right.
they haven't probably did it before because no one asked them about, or maybe they have been doing their taxes on their own
Hmm. Right.
and they never thought about because software over there, like they assume that you know, but you're not a tax professional, so you're not gonna know anything, everything. So we actually find when we do your taxes based on your situation and our meeting with you, we will know what you might have. So we will make sure to ask you. And if you are coming at the last minute, you might not be able and have time to go do that stuff. So you need to make sure you have these. You come early as possible, and actually
Hmm.
today. I mean, not today. Now, like you can still come even if you don't
Right.
have everything because you can start the process and when you have everything you just let us know, okay, I'm ready, and then we can have a smoother process.
Right. And you don't want to put the pressure on your tax professional, April 17th, it's 10:59, and they're trying to like cram and, get everything in at the last minute. So it's just important to be proactive because, that's where mistakes are made, not just with the tax professional, but you can miss out on certain things because you don't have it in time. And so you're scrambling. And so it's just really good to be proactive in business. So get started now and don't wait too late.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yes, yes, and also like you might not be able to use actually the tax professional you wanted to work with because a lot of us actually stop receiving new returns earlier, like maybe 2 weeks. Like every one of us is different, and
Yeah.
also even if we accept, we were gonna have to put you on extension. So
Mhm.
you will be late. And remember, when we do an extension, this is an extension to file, not extension to pay. So you will be paying penalty and interest if you don't pay by April 18th. And I would say April 15 because, I remember last year, which was April 18, but they did not accept the payment by then. They wanted still the payment to be deducted by April 15. So
Mm.
I would still consider
Uncle Sam.
it like, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good point that you just brought up because people don't realize even though you do an extension, that's not an extension to pay. Like, our dear Uncle Sam wants his money on time. So it's
Yes, yes.
definitely important to pay attention to all of these things
Hmm.
for
Thank
sure.
you, Claudia. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Claudia. Do you have any questions, Claudia? Or anyone else who may be listening?
Yeah, let us know, guys. Like, if you have any question, we're here for you. Like, we're here for the next few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know. Hi, Vivian.
Hi,
And
Vivian.
running after extension, yes, and every day. Thank
Yeah,
you for that insight.
definitely.
Yeah.
Also, for like 1099s and W-2s, those should be Some people have already started receiving them, but if you haven't received it, give it some time. They have to be mailed by the 31st. So I would say don't panic, I guess, until maybe like the first or second week in February, but give it some time to receive it, to start preparing those other documents. Think about any charitable donations that you may have. I guess I'm switching to the personal side, but think about those types of things while you're waiting on your W-2s, because there's some other deductions that you can take advantage of um, on the personal end as well.
Mm-hmm. And remember, if you are a freelancer or if you are um, a business owner, but your formation was an LLC and you have not elected this corp, that means that your business, you do it with your personal return. So
Hmm.
that turn into like business return, basically. So you want to pay attention to all of that, and like we said, like you don't want to wait. Like just book a call with one of us or the person who we would like to use, and make sure you have everything you need. So get knowledgeable of what you need to prepare. A lot of us also going live, having posts, sending emails with information. Make sure you are aware and like just sign
Hmm.
up for our social media, YouTube. Dernisha has a podcast. Do you want to tell them about your podcast?
Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks. So my podcast is Legacy Solutions Podcast. I'm sorry I don't have the link to share it, but you can look it up on Apple. It's Legacy Solutions, and so we talk about the principles of mindset management and maintenance in relation to like your in relation to the individual as a whole. And so the management portion is managing like your resources and your finances. And so we'll talk about managing your business. I've had Nora on twice, and some other of our co-authors just talking about different tax strategies and things that you have to consider when it comes to managing your business.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, her podcast is great. Like, make sure you join. You're gonna learn a lot. And
Thank
you're
you.
gonna tell them about the link.
Yes, also thank you. I've Nora sharing the link for our book. It's Tax Strategies for Small Business. As we mentioned before, it's full of resources and just valuable information that can help you if you're starting your business, growing your business, or if you're like seasoned in your business and you need to like shift and make a pivot. This book is going to be really good for you. So you have the link to order it, and I will sign it for you. So when I'm famous, you'll already have my autograph. So.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you, Darnisha. Yeah, and I have my link tree link right on there also, and there you can purchase the book and book a call with me if you need, and you can also purchase the book from Darnisha and connect with her. We're gonna make sure to put her information under this podcast, and we're gonna have to leave you to get back to our clients and tax returns we have to do and bookkeeping cleanup that we have to do. So we will see you later. And any last word, Dernisha?
No, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.
Oh, okay. Bye. Have a great time,
Bye.
guys.